TV turned on by itself, the sudden burst of light in the dark room making me jump. It happened exactly at 3 a.m., the clock on my nightstand glowing with an otherworldly intensity. The screen flickered to life, showing a maddening static that seemed to crawl under my skin. Then, a strange broadcast began, the image grainy and distorted, like an old VHS tape that had been left out in the sun. A woman stood in a field, her long hair blowing in the wind, her eyes scanning the horizon as if searching for something. She looked confused, lost, and her face was familiar somehow, a nagging feeling that I couldn't quite place. And then it hit me. It was Sarah Jenkins, the girl who had vanished in 1985, a case that had haunted our small town for years. I remembered the posters, the search parties, the desperate pleas from her parents. The broadcast showed no station name, no channel logo, just her face, repeating a single phrase over and over, her voice a low, mournful whisper that sent shivers down my spine. I tried to focus, to make out what she was saying, but it was too unsettling, too unnerving. I felt my heart racing, my mind reeling, as I tried to process what I was seeing. I tried to change the channel, to escape the haunting image, but that's when the real dread set in. Every channel showed the same thing, different missing people, all from the 1980s, all looking lost and scared, all repeating strange phrases that seemed to make no sense. A man stood by a lake, his eyes fixed on something in the distance, his voice a low, desperate cry. A young couple sat in a car, their faces pale and frightened, their words tumbling out in a panicked rush. This wasn't a normal broadcast, I thought, my mind racing with possibilities. It felt like a trap, a digital ghost reaching out to snare me, to pull me into its dark and twisted world. I yanked the power cord, the screen going black, the silence that followed heavy and oppressive. My heart pounded in my chest, my breath coming in short, sharp gasps as I tried to calm myself down, to tell myself it was just a glitch, a weird anomaly. But I knew it wasn't. I had seen something real, something that couldn't be explained. The days that followed were a blur of research and investigation, as I scoured old TV guides, local archives, and online forums, searching for any mention of the mysterious station. But there was nothing, no record of its existence, no hint of its signal. It was as if it didn't exist, as if I had imagined the whole thing, but I knew I hadn't. I had seen it with my own eyes, and I knew that others had too. The online forums were buzzing with theories. Some people saying it was a glitch, a weird side effect of digital broadcasting, while others whispered about something darker, a digital purgatory, a broadcast from the beyond. And then I found a post from a man named Mark, who claimed to be investigating the phenomenon. He had seen the same broadcasts, and he was determined to find the source. He believed it was a specific location, a remote, abandoned radio tower, and he was going to find it. He posted coordinates, a set of numbers that seemed to burn themselves into my brain, and he promised updates, a sense of excitement and trepidation building in my chest as I waited, glued to my screen. Hours passed, the silence stretching out like a thin, taut wire, and then a new post appeared. It was short, just a picture taken from inside a car, the dashboard lights glowing like embers in the dark. The car was parked, and it looked like it was near the tower, the familiar shape looming in the background. And then I saw it, a faint reflection in the passenger seat, Mark's face, his eyes wide, his mouth open, his expression pure terror. The photo was grainy, but the fear was undeniable, a cold, creeping sense of dread that seemed to seep into my bones. The post was time-stamped 3:01 a.m., and I felt a chill crawl up my spine as I realized that Mark had become the broadcast, that he had found the station, and it had found him. The next day, I saw a news report, a hiker finding a car, abandoned near an old tower, no sign of the driver. The car belonged to Mark, and the police found nothing, no evidence of foul play, just an empty vehicle, a sense of mystery, an unease hanging in the air like a challenge. I knew what had happened, I thought, a sense of certainty building in my chest. Mark had found the station, and it had found him, drawing him in with its strange, otherworldly power. The broadcasts continued, every night at 3 a.m., new faces appearing, younger ones now, some looking like they were from the 90s. The station was evolving, or maybe it was just hungry, its appetite for victims insatiable. I haven't turned my TV on since, I thought, a sense of fear and trepidation building in my chest. I keep it unplugged, a sense of safety, of security, but sometimes, late at night, I hear a faint static, a whisper from the speakers, a distorted voice that sounds like it's calling my name. I don't know what to do, I thought, a sense of paralysis building in my chest. Should I investigate? Should I ignore it? The fear and the curiosity warring inside me like two opposing forces. The fear is paralyzing, but the curiosity, it's overwhelming, a sense of wonder and awe that seems to drive me forward, even in the face of danger. What if I'm next, I thought, a sense of dread building in my chest. What if it's already watching me, waiting for me to make a move, to take a step into its twisted world? I keep thinking about Mark and Sarah Jenkins, and all the others, trapped in that digital loop, repeating their last moments, forever broadcast, forever lost. The signal is out there, waiting, always waiting, especially at 3 a.m., when the world is at its darkest, its most vulnerable. So next time your TV turns on by itself, don't change the channel, I thought, a sense of warning building in my chest. You might see someone you know or someone who wants to know you, a sense of unease and fear hanging in the air like a challenge. The station is out there, waiting, its power and its mystery a siren call, drawing us in with its strange, otherworldly allure.